Explicit photos of J-Lo and Diddy have just leaked onto the internet. There are many screenshots.
Jennifer Lopez photos and history with P. Diddy get leaked. Jennifer Lopez has a long storied history with P. Diddy, one that not many people may know. She was at his white parties, she dated him for a while, and it may go even deeper. J-Lo may know a bit more about his situation than most.
So much of my past.
Before Diddy became the subject of federal investigations, he was known for throwing legendary white parties in the Hamptons, hosting the biggest stars of the time in glamorous summer gatherings that embodied the peak of early 2000s celebrity culture. Photos from these parties resurfacing after his recent arrest show a variety of familiar faces mingling at his mansion in East Hampton.
Controversy surrounding Puffy and J-Lo. A couple of resurfaced photos from Puffy's.
The scene was filled with everyone from rising teen idols to fashion industry royalty, all dressed in iconic white outfits. And one of the most talked about photos from these parties shows Diddy lounging on an enormous white bed surrounded by pillows right next to his then girlfriend, the one and only Jennifer Lopez. This couple wasn't just a photo op. They were dating on and off between 1999 and 2001, during a pivotal moment in both of their careers. Their relationship became as much of a headline as their individual successes.
He was larger than life, but at first I didn't like him at all.
That July 2000 white party, like many of Diddy's events, was packed with a who's who of Hollywood and the music world. They were photographed alongside Kimora Lee Simmons and her then husband, Russell Simmons, as well as actors like Matthew Broderick and Sarah Jessica Parker. The iconic singer Aaliyah was also there, as was Leonardo DiCaprio, who at 25 was captured relaxing with Diddy and a few friends, sipping champagne in true Hampton style. J-Lo and Diddy's relationship, even outside of these parties, was always marked by a certain undeniable chemistry.
I didn't like him because Sean and I were very different that way, you know.
They weren't just a power couple in terms of fame. They were making waves in each other's professional lives too. At the time, J-Lo was skyrocketing to fame with hits like her debut album On the Six, which Diddy had a hand in producing. They were both at career highs, but their romance was known for its ups and downs, with the pair breaking up and reconciling multiple times. Their bond seemed intense and glamorous, but as many high-profile romances go, it also had its darker moments. Their relationship took a particularly dramatic turn in December 1999 when the couple was involved in a high-profile nightclub incident that would end up shaping both of their lives in unexpected ways. The pair had been out for the night in New York City when an argument erupted between Jamal Shine Barrow, a young rapper mentored by Diddy, and members of J-Lo's security team. Before anyone knew it, the altercation escalated, resulting in a situation that left 3 people injured. When the police arrived on the scene, Diddy and J-Lo made an attempt to leave the scene behind, but they were soon stopped by law enforcement. A search of their car revealed a stolen self-defense object, leading to the immediate arrest of both J-Lo and Diddy. The aftermath of that night was crazy. J-Lo was released without charges, but the whole thing left a mark. For Diddy, however, the consequences were more serious. He faced a lot of legal stuff related to the incident, though he ultimately managed to avoid jail time. Reflecting on the impact of this night years later, J-Lo shared how odd and overwhelming it was to be caught up in such a situation. In an interview with Elle, she described it as a nightmare, recalling that she was scared and had no idea what was unfolding around her. J-Lo and Diddy's relationship didn't survive much longer after the nightclub incident, though it certainly left a mark on both of their lives. Their breakup was another headline maker, with J-Lo later opening up about the toll it took on her. In a 2003 interview with Vibe, she shared that her relationship with Diddy was the first time she'd ever been with someone who wasn't faithful, and she didn't hold back on describing the impact. "I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying, crazy, and going nuts." She said, "It really sent my whole life into a tailspin. It was a painful period for her, one that showed the sometimes chaotic side of the celebrity lifestyle." Interestingly, Diddy wasn't the only person connected to J-Lo's music career who played a role in her personal life. Her first husband, Ojani Noah, also has a complicated connection to Diddy. Noah and J-Lo were married briefly between 1997 and 98, before her rise to mega stardom. But years later, Noah suggested that Diddy played a part in their split. He opened up during an interview with Despierta America, sharing his thoughts on how he believes Diddy's influence impacted his and J-Lo's marriage. According to Noah, things started to change change when J-Lo began working on her debut album, On the 6, with Diddy as one of the producers. He felt the distance between them growing as she was traveling between New York, Miami, and other locations for her career, while he stayed in Los Angeles working on his own projects. In Noah's words, that's when he started noticing the deception and the lies that would eventually contribute to the end of their marriage. While they'd been working hard to balance their relationship, the pressures of fame and success proved to be difficult to manage. The fallout from his split with J-Lo continued to affect Noah's life even after their relationship ended. During the same interview, he reflected on how he believes J-Lo's actions post-divorce impacted his career. He said she had taken him to court, accused him of things he hadn't done, and even reached out to various companies and networks, which he claims led to lost job opportunities. He expressed frustration over the situation, wondering why she would go to such lengths when he felt he hadn't done anything to warrant that treatment. Meanwhile, J-Lo has kept her comments on Diddy's recent legal issues to a minimum. While the two certainly have a lot of history, both personally and professionally, she hasn't spoken out regarding the current investigations or his arrest. Given the tumultuous nature of their relationship and the highs and lows they experienced together, it's understandable that she might want to keep her distance from any fresh discussion surrounding him. Still, it's hard to ignore the lasting impact their time together has had on pop culture. The images from Diddy's iconic white parties, like the one of him and J-Lo on that lavish bed, are a reminder of the larger-than-life moments that defined the celebrity scene at the time. These parties weren't just gatherings, they were events that represented the glamour and excess of a particular era in Hollywood, and Diddy, for all the good and bad, was at the center of it. What do you guys think about Diddy and J-Lo's history? Do you feel bad for her ex-husband? Let us know in the comments, and we hope you have a great day. Peace out.